Sunday morning. Well, American businesses are going to save $1.3 trillion. With us today is the EPA Administrator Lee Zeldin, and to tell us all about it. And well, Lee, you and President Trump told everybody about it Thursday night and expounded on it on Friday, and also the inflation rates came down tremendously. Tell us about our economy. Tell us about how we're going to save businesses $1.3 trillion, and the floor is yours.
Well, so many aspects of our economy are heading in the right direction. It's great to be on with you this morning. The announcement that was made this past Thursday with President Trump at the White House amounts to the largest act of deregulation in the history of the United States of America by far. We're talking $1.3 trillion. We're talking about a new vehicle costing American families $2,400 less because of this decision. What we announced was a repeal of the 2009 Obama EPA endangerment finding, all of the greenhouse gas emission standards that followed on light, medium, and heavy-duty vehicles, and an elimination on all off-cycle credits, including that universally despised start-stop feature that are on cars that make your car die at every red light and stop sign. It was a big announcement, and the endangerment finding was used by the Obama and Biden administrations for trillions of dollars of regulations on not just mobile sources, but stationary sources, oil and gas, also airplanes, trillions of dollars. And Supreme Court decisions that have come out in recent years made it very clear we have to apply the best reading of the law, that the major policy doctrine says that these big decisions should be made by Congress, not rogue unelected bureaucrats and federal agencies. So this is about following the letter of the law, the rule of law, and making the right decision for American taxpayers, the American consumers. So it was a very big announcement on Thursday.
That is wonderful news, and to reduce the cost of businesses doing business in America, and that eventually brings down prices of goods even more if American businesses don't have to worry about those extra costs.
Absolutely. And in so many different respects, the U.S. auto industry has seen so many benefits from President Trump's policies. And we see it across so many different sectors. President Trump did an event on Wednesday with the coal industry. We're seeing new pipeline projects that are being advanced. We're new nuclear facilities that are being built. It's just a really exciting time to lift federal overreach, to be able to empower American consumers, American families, American businesses to all be able to survive, thrive, prosper. But you just take the auto industry. There's the announcement that I just referenced. There's the announcement that was made with Secretary Duffy and President Trump to reset CAFE standards. There was the Congressional Review Act that President Trump signed into law that got rid of California's electric vehicle mandates. There are all the announcements of these auto manufacturers investing billions of dollars in the U.S., which helps in so many respects, including more American jobs. So all these policies, they really add up, and the president's been firing on all cylinders here, and it has all of his government, whole of government approach to bring all of our power to bear to help strengthen this country as much as possible.
Mr. Zeldin, California, the president gave you a second job. Besides all the responsibilities you have with the EPA, the president gave you a second job to find out what the heck is going on in California, because 12,000 homes burnt down, and they only issued a few permits. Can you give the American people an update on that?
I was in Los Angeles last week. We have our team on the ground. I'm going to be heading back to LA here shortly. And what started as an effort of President Trump directing his agencies when he first came into office to do our jobs as quickly as possible Now, a year later, because of the president's frustration with the pace of the rebuilding, he has directed me to help break through local log jams, non-federal log jams, whether it's other levels of government, it's outside of government. I'm not just focused on what EPA's conventional, traditional equity and tasks would be. We did an amazing job. It was the agency's largest wildfire cleanup. When I first came in, we were under a 30-day deadline that the president had set for us to complete our phase 1 hazardous material removal so that the Army Corps can come in and do their phase 2 debris removal. We got our job done, and Army Corps got their job done, and Small Business Administration came in and gave out over $3 billion. Half of their disaster loans in 2025 went to LA. But now at this point, a year later, the president says, you know what? Instead of just having his agencies doing everything in our power with our conventional, traditional roles, now we need to break through local log jams, and we've already made tremendous progress. And we're working with the city, we're working with the county, we're working with local homeowners, residents, businesses, and we've already seen the results quickly, and we're going to keep this pace up until this job gets done.
Well, EPA Administrator Lee Zeldin, a good friend. I mean, what else would you like to tell the American people on a Sunday morning? Was everybody sitting around drinking their coffee and wondering about our economy? It looks like our economy is going to be the best it's ever been. You tell us.
Yeah, I mean, so much is going well. I mean, the president campaigned on so many different issues that he's following through and delivering on. You're talking about the economy, and we're seeing in so many different ways the strength of our economy with different reports that have been coming out, different metrics that people follow. And as each day, week, month goes by, more of those positive benefits end up being felt by Americans. We see the president delivering on his promise to secure our border, and the level that has been accomplished has been incredible. The effort that he's been focused on to help make our streets safer, the work to deregulate, like we were talking about here earlier in this interview. There's so much that the president was talking about on the trail that he has been working every single day so hard for Americans to follow through on. It's an honor to be part of his cabinet. It's an honor to be able to do my part, working with him, working with the rest of the team to make America proud and to fulfill these promises, these pledges, these commitments to the American public.
Well, Lee Zeldin, President Trump has built a great team, and you're part of that team. And thank you for everything you do, and the rest of the team. And let's catch up again real soon.
Yes, sir. Have a great Sunday.